Today we are going to look at a question that many students get wrong on Toeic, but they don't need to. They just need to understand the grammar. So before we start, like always, share, like, subscribe, hate, I don't care. Anyway, let's look at the question. Here it is. Okay. If you want to pause your screen and try this, please try, but let's go over how to get the answer. Well, don't be scared by this. It looks scary, but what we see here is that we have a relative clause. So the main subject is 5 acres of land. The main verb is were purchased. Where it says blank, which the city plans to build the new shopping complex, is a relative clause. It describes the 5 acres of land. So now what we have is a preposition plus a relative pronoun situation. In a relative clause, the relative pronouns are that, which, who, whose, where, and when. I don't teach whom. It's dead to me. Anyway, let's look at some examples. It says she works at a company that or which compensates her fairly. Both are correct here. Here, that and which are the subject, because we're saying the company compensates her fairly. So that and which can be a subject. Then we see she works at a company that or which my other friend loves. Here, that and which is the object. My friend loves the company. Now, if the relative pronoun is an object, you can remove it. So you could also say she works at a company my other friend loves. But remember, my other friend loves the company. So that and which is the object. Let's look at another example. She works at a company where she receives fair compensation. That means a fair salary. Here, where is not a subject or object, it is a prepositional phrase, because we're saying she receives fair compensation at the company. So remember, that and which are nouns. They are not prepositional phrases. If I say Vancouver is the city which I live, this is wrong, because it is saying I live Vancouver, not I live in Vancouver. Because if I say Vancouver is a city which I live, which is just an object. So to solve this, you have 3 options. You can say Vancouver is the city where I live. Where equals in Vancouver. I live in Vancouver. You can also say Vancouver is the city which I live in. Some people will argue this is grammatically incorrect. They're wrong. But anyway, the one that is always grammatically correct is Vancouver is the city in which I live. In which means in Vancouver. Let's look at another example. If I say it is the company which I resigned, this is wrong because you resigned from a company. If you say it is the company which I resigned, you're saying I resigned the company. Remember, which is not a prepositional phrase. So how can I solve this? 1, it is the company which I resigned from, or it is the company from which I resigned. So you can put that preposition before which. Okay, so let's go back to this Toeic question. It is saying the city plans to build the new shopping complex blank the 5 acres of land, because you're saying preposition land, preposition plus the 5 acres of land, because that's what which is. Which means 5 acres of land. So if I build something, blank property, blank earth, blank land, blank real estate, what preposition would I put here? Well, you build something on 5 acres. You build something on property. So I'm saying on which, on which. Okay, so I could say the earth is the planet on which I live, because I live on the planet. Now, if I said Vancouver is the city in which I live, because I live in a city. If I'm talking about my wife, I could say she is the woman for whom I work. That's saying I work for my wife. I don't think that's true. So the preposition has to match the idea. So that's why here the answer is D, on. All right, so this was some important grammar. I hope it helped you out. Once again, please support me. I'll support you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.